it's me, Camila Rose, and welcome back to another reading. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. Hi, Virgos. Took me a minute. I was like, wait, I need to say hello. I need to greet you and acknowledge your presence. Hi, Virgos. How are you? We're going to take a look at your money things. We're going to look at our entrepreneurs. We're going to look at our folks who work with and for other people. We're going to just let whatever messages need to come in for money. So while it might be something literally related to your job, it may just be something that's going on with your finances. So we'll see what comes up. All right. Give us some money readings for our Virgos. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. So you are kind of stepping into a space, and we love that for you because we're heading into Aries season. We're heading into the astrological new year. Ooh, interesting. An interesting reading. Ooh, this is very nice, Virgo. Okay, so your main card is the Emperor. So this could be you, this could be someone else. So you either may have someone who is like stepping in, coming in, really wanting like structure, really wanting you to have like maybe a business plan, or wanting you to have a life plan, or wanting you to just like really get your stuff together. This may be you though, understanding that like it's time for me to kind of step into this energy of having systems and policies and procedures, of having a structure, having a plan, no longer just being kind of willy-nilly out here going for like whatever shows up. Intentional, being intentional. And providing yourself some stability and some security. So we're starting off with the Magician card. I love the Magician card. There's a lot of very active Magician energy right now. I've been doing a lot of reading up on, and because I have an archetype class coming up. So if you want to learn more about the archetypes, come join me. I'll put the link down below. But with the Magician, we're looking at an energy of understanding. The traditional card is very much like, okay, everything that you need you already have. You have all the elements available to you, all the resources available to you. You don't have to look outside of yourself for validation or for approval or anything of that nature. But the Magician is also an archetype that's tied to this idea of the boy, of perhaps the boy who hasn't grown up, who hasn't taken responsibility. My favorite example to use of the boy now is Hal from Howl's Moving Castle as the Magician, who built this moving castle, who literally will not settle down, who literally will not create like a plan to move forward and stabilize himself. He's constantly on the move, constantly running away from his responsibilities, from his connections that he's made. He even like swallowed a falling star and ended up like switching his heart for a demon, and gave his heart to a demon in order to like maintain this sense of freedom and to not have to emotionally attach to things. So is this energy of learning how to commit, learning how to grow up, of giving away this idea or releasing this idea that, I have to keep this child like out, or releasing the idea that I will have to give up my childlike wonder if I make a choice and commit to something. And so right now you need this energy, right? Magician energy is beautiful. It's the beginning. It is the starting point. It is the like channeling your will to make something happen. But to sustain that energy, you have to make a plan. You have to mature. You have to grow up. You have to stabilize. And so like you're starting off with that Magician energy. You may have had a new beginning show up for you, a rebirth show up for you. The Judgment card can also be mothering energy. So your business might have had a revival. There might have been though a situation that you needed to leave, where you may have been again this idea of kind of like not wanting to stabilize, not wanting to commit, not wanting to like really like go all in, keeping one foot out the door. And so this new beginning is like, okay, maybe it was time for you to walk away from something and you didn't. You were not walking away from it, but it was like, okay, I have to pick up my pentacle and go. I need to go and plant this somewhere where it will flourish and where it will be nurtured. And right now, it is not the time for you to make any big decisions. It's not the time for you to make any big choices. You may be feeling very much so like the urge to move, the urge to act is there. Opportunities may be coming in, but you need to really take your time and wait just a bit. You need to focus on nurturing yourself, and you need to focus on your emotional well-being, your emotional health. Okay, and making sure and like spending some time on what you're passionate about, because you may be feeling a bit stuck. Like, take care of your heart self, take care of your heart. You need to be working on this plan. You need to be working on filling out the paperwork, making sure that everything's the way it needs to be, checking on your bank accounts, doing your taxes, like whatever needs to be going on. That's the nitty gritty, boring details that the magician will avoid, is where you need to be putting your time and your energy, not running after something new just because like a shiny new thing has popped up for you. Take care of your heart, because right now, like, your last card is the Page of Wands. So it's not like finding that inspiration, not feeling that like, okay, push to go towards something new, or to like, it's engaging with the very like rawness of Wands energy, of the like raw fire of inspiration, of passion, of life. The arousal is just not there. And the part of that is because like you need to be stabilizing. You need to be like maturing into your practice and what you do. Okay, so that's for my entrepreneurs. Let's take a look at, that came out fast. For my folks who work with and for other people, let's take a look at your money situation. You, on the other hand, have found that spark, have found that fire, have found that inspiration. You may have found a new job. You may have received some money. You may be in a very mature space, taking care of your finances, looking at your money situation, taking on leadership roles, feeling very grounded, very secure. You may be a little scared that you're thinking about things naively, that you're like too approaching this situation, like not taking it seriously enough, perhaps, is the idea. Especially if you've been in this place before and then like things did not work out quite the way that you wanted them to. But the Devil card in reverse is suggesting that, one, I think that you've learned that if it's an unhealthy situation, let go of it. I think number two, it has taught you that, that you're in this space, or you're heading into this place where, you are releasing those unhealthy attachments. You're no longer sticking around in spaces that just are not supportive of you, that just do not like help you to get to this stable space, or help you to feel like your best self, right? If this is a person that you work with, perhaps, if this was someone who was a micromanager, or who was just like overbearing, who maybe was a bit of a workaholic and wanted you to be a bit of a workaholic, Saturn, Capricorn energy, they may have, maybe they left or they turned a new leaf. That energy is being broken. That connection is being broken. And so then we have this Page of Wands. So it's kind of like, okay, I can move in this in a different way, but there's a little bit of overthinking going on here. I think the possibility is getting you in your head because of some past situations where you were in a very similar experience. And so this is one of those things where it's like, this is new. This is new. This is not the past. This is not what was. This is not the same situation. You need to approach this like this is something new. And instead of trying to think things out all in your head, you need to be very present. You need to be actually like in the game. You need to be feet on the ground, because we have like Wands, which is very active energy, but like a majority of your cards are earthy cards, which means that you need to be present, practical, material. You need to be in your body, in the space. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Devil card in reverse, the Page of Pentacles. So you've got to get out of your head and be much more like literally look around and see what's going on and respond to what's actually happening. There will be a decision that's coming up to you. You will have a choice to make, probably because of these new things that are popping in for you. I'm going to get another one. I never like to end on a two of oh goodness. See, I should have. I never like to end on a Two of Swords, because I always feel like I don't like just having the idea of there being like, oh, okay, there's a decision that you have to make, and like not getting the clarity on what that decision is, kind of taking a look at. But of course, when I say that, it spits out all these cards at me. So a decision may be coming up because there's a Tower moment of realization, the getting into your body. So the Tower card, if you look at it, particularly from a psychological, in-depth psychology perspective, the Tower is like the body. It's man-made. It's what we've built up. It's all this earthy energy here that I was talking about. And the Tower is kind of the mind over here, popping in a revelation, an insight, something coming in, something striking, something maybe even spiritual or supernatural. I don't really want to say it like that, but just like something outside of yourself that comes in and strikes down all these things you've built, this idea of who you are, the man-made physical material world around you, and strikes that down in order to make you think about things differently, approach things in a different manner. And so then we have this Nine of Pentacles, and then we have an Empress card. So Nine of Pentacles is all about being able to actually enjoy the things that you have built. I think that you have been, I think one of the things that's getting you stuck, and how we talked about in the past, there may have been something, a similar situation, and now you're like, oh, okay, well, here I am again. I don't want to make the same mistake. So this feels too familiar. This feels too easy. I don't know if I can trust it. So then you're in your head about it instead of being able to actually enjoy Nine of Pentacles, what it is that's happening for you right now. And so the choice is really saying that, like, it's time for you to wake up. Do you stay in this space where you're trapped in your head, or do you allow the revelations? Do you allow the new insights? Do you allow the new experience to come in and break down this past version of yourself, right? And be able to actually enjoy the things that are coming for you, and be able to move into this Empress energy, that's Taurus energy, all of the earthy signs. Hello, Virgo. All of your earthiness is popping up in here. But Empress energy is also, it's ruled by Venus, but it's also a fiery energy. It's a fiery insight of like growth and expansion. And so for the entrepreneurs, if you're still around, the Emperor card is ruled by Aries. It is fiery. It is also fiery. But that Aries energy, it's interesting that it goes Taurus Aries in this major arcana, because it's like the fire that creates new earth, the lava, the magma that creates new earth, that creates newness coming up out of the Taurus energy, the creation of something to stand upon, then being organized by the strategic, intentional leadership of the Emperor. Right? So this is that energy of being able to tap into something new, something creative, something imaginative, of being able to channel that. The wand is in her lap, leaning forward, resting upon her. She's able to hold it up if it's not like a full wand. So she is channeling in the same way that the magician is channeling their will, the Empress is channeling her creative energy. It allows you to tap back into that wand energy that is literally your Ace of Wands, and a beautiful combination of your Ace of Wands and that Ace of Pentacles coming together. These new opportunities are a chance for you to be able to combine and come back to a very stable, secure, but creative, empowering space. But you have to make the choice to get out of your head, to break this cycle, this idea of perfection, and allow for something new, something unfamiliar to come in and provide you with some peace, some stability, and some creativity. So these may be people who are popping up for you. Again, I've talked a little bit about who these people might be here, but this Empress may be someone, again, who comes in and is very supportive, very creative, and allows you to flourish. So provides maybe a little bit of direction for you. So all right, that's going to be it for my Virgos. Love this for you. It's a beautiful reading. If you have questions, concerns, if you would like to know more, if you'd like a private reading, if you want to work with me on some of these things, on tapping into the Magician, the Emperor, delving into some of this past stuff that's going on, and how you may unconsciously be tying yourself to this idea of perfection that keeps you stuck mentally, even though there's so much energy within you that wants to flourish physically, we can get into it. Reach out, contact me, we'll work together. All right, I love you, Virgo. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great one. Bye-bye.